Hello and welcome to week 1 of the NFL playoffs. He's Jimmy, she's Paisley, and I'm Parker. And we're here after a little bit of a break to give y'all some more predictions.
Much needed break.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to dive back into most of the games are all but one of the week
the
1
wild
of the
card
playoffs
games
are done.
over. Yeah.
But we still have
So we're
Dallas
gonna
and
predict
Tampa
that
game. Yeah. There were some crazy games.
Especially, I feel like I already know what you're going to say.
Which
the
one?
Jaguars and the Chargers.
Gosh. That game was all but over. The Chargers had that thing wrapped
4
up.
interceptions in the first half for Trevor Lawrence. And they came back and won the game 31-30 on a game-winning field goal.
Good game. Such a great game. We didn't get to sit down and watch the whole thing, but we caught the very end.
Yeah.
And what a game to watch.
And just seeing the other games, like Minnesota lost in an upset against New York. The 49ers got business done.
Well, that 49ers game, Seahawks spotted them quick, 10 points real quick.
Yeah.
So it was 10-0 just like that. And it looked like the Seahawks were going to try to turn that into a little bit of a game, but the second half, it was all Niners.
Yeah, it was all the Niners. Wasn't the final score? Wasn't the score going into
41-23 was the final.
The score going into the half was like what 17-16?
It was close. It was close. I don't know what
I think it was 17-16 or something
score,
like
but
that.
I know it was close.
And then they won 41-23. So I don't even know what to say with that.
Get this light to turn on real quick. There we go.
Back on? All right.
All right.
And then we got Miami versus the Bills. Bills were favored and they won.
Close though.
It was closer
Way
than people
closer than
thought.
what people thought. You had Tua was out. He wasn't
Tua
playing.
was out. They had their third string in. Who was it? Skylar Thompson.
Yeah.
He had an okay game.
They were in there in the fourth quarter. It's 31-34 was
That's
the
a
finish.
good score versus the Bills.
So I'm gonna have to say hats off to the kid. He played a good game. Came up a little short, but
You've shown your team what you're capable of.
most people thought that game was just gonna be a blowout. So
Yeah.
that was another exciting game.
And then the Ravens, Cincinnati. This game was tied until the fourth quarter, basically. Well, not tied, but the Ravens were on the goal line. And I think it was Tyler Humphrey. I can't remember his name. Or Tyler Huntley, I think. Or something like that. He reached over the goal line, didn't make it, and then the Bengals ran up 98 yards
Ball
back.
came loose, yeah, and that was the
final score of that entire game. So
the Ravens had it also playing with the backup quarterback, and they had
so it
the
looks
game.
like the backup quarterbacks did.
They did good. The backup quarterbacks did.
Yeah.
Come on, look at the Niners. Isn't he the third string
Yeah,
quarterback?
he's the third string.
So you got the Niners playing a third stringer.
You
right?
got the Miami playing
Chargers
third
and
string.
Jaguars both had their starting quarterbacks.
Miami playing their third string and the Ravens playing their second string.
How crazy is that?
That's wild.
Wow. So when you think of the playoffs, you want to be hitting your stride as a team going into week 1 of the playoffs. Everybody's healthy. You're ready to play some ball and make a run.
But then you have
got all
the
these
Niners.
backups. Yeah.
Then you have the Niners with the broken ankle for Jimmy Garoppolo, and I don't even know what happened to Charlotte. It's almost week 2 and he's still out.
That's wild.
Miami, Tua, I don't know what he's going to do with his life.
Poor kid. Yeah. He's got to get some things figured out. He's a quarterback.
And then Teddy Bridgewater was supposed to, if you were watching the game, I think they were thinking about putting him in for a little bit.
Oh, really? I didn't hear
finger?
that. Wow.
Didn't you say that? Well, I don't know if you said it, but I think I heard someone say that they were thinking about putting him in with a broken finger or broken thumb. Thank God they didn't.
Oh, that was a different. I know exactly what you're talking about. That was a different game we were watching. But somebody was thinking about putting in a backup with a broken finger.
I think that's Teddy Bridgewater.
Could have been.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You don't do that, right?
Yeah, you don't put him in. Yeah. And then the Ravens. You can't put a dual threat quarterback, and Lamar has 1,000 yards in 2 straight seasons once. As a quarterback, that's really good. Some running backs don't have that even this season.
Yeah.
And he tore his ACL.
Did they put
Miss
him
Paisley's got a quarterback. She's got a question. What's your question?
Did they put him in with the broken finger?
No. They made
It's
a good
good
decision.
though. Yeah.
Yeah, right? You don't want to be playing with a broken finger. That'd be crazy, right?
Yeah, and then Lamar didn't play, so
Okay,
Yep,
well,
so
so,
we got-
a recap of some really good football. That
got
leads us into the game
this week.
of the weekend, starting off the week, Monday Night Football.
I'm just gonna say real quick the games that will be on next week: Chiefs, Jags, Bills, Bengals, Philadelphia Giants, and 49ers in the winner of this game.
Ooh. Oh, I didn't even talk about the Giants game. Who'd they play yesterday?
Minneapolis.
Oh, that was another good game.
But
you had
Minneapolis lost that
Kirk
one.
Cousins throwing a
A 3-yard pass.
3-yard pass.
On 4th and 8.
Gosh almighty. He wanted that ball back as soon as he let it go. The
was
second he let it go,
horribly
you could
thrown.
tell he wanted that ball back.
I mean, on that play, you either throw it deep or you throw it to the sideline because they had no timeouts.
Well, you have to at least throw it to the mark
Yeah.
of the game. You at least have to do that.
Yeah,
And he
they
didn't.
didn't do that.
Yeah, so.
And then also, what was the game? Wasn't it the Ravens game where number 3 had it in his hands like right here?
Oh, the Hail
He had it
Mary at the end of the
right
game. Yeah.
It was. This
I'm
was his
sure
hand
that
and
kid
this was the
didn't
ball.
sleep.
This was his hand
No,
and this
it's
was
not
his
that
hand.
word. It's a different Hail Mary. It's not. Yeah.
Mm.
But he had it.
had it
touched
right
his
here.
fingers.
And props to I'm not gonna say his name because I don't think I'm saying it right. But the Ravens quarterback, the backup, props to him for throwing it that deep.
Yeah, he made a move.
I mean,
got loose, was able to take a shot in the end
throw it
zone,
deep.
and hey, that's all you can
never
ask
know.
for. That's all you. It was there for the win. It's
But
just
he just came
unfortunate
up
the
short.
guy didn't bring it in. So yeah,
So that's the playoffs for that week, wild card. So now let's jump into the final wild card round or game, I guess, of the week.
and everybody's got their eye on this game. You got so much
Dallas
drama going into this game.
And
You
Tampa
got
Bay
America's team, the Dallas Cowboys.
versus the greatest quarterback of all time.
Great.
Or greatest player.
Exactly. Tom Brady trying to go out one last little hurrah and play Mr. Upset. Now look, hey, he's got a perfect record against the Cowboys. He's never
7-0.
lost to them. So is
I don't know.
tonight the night where he loses to the Cowboys?
I don't know. I mean, I like to cheer for the Cowboys, but I also like to cheer for Tampa Bay just because of Tom Brady, and especially this
I'm
year.
glad you're saying that. You admit
I want him to go out with a bang. So I want him to win the game. But as much as I'm saying that, I want the Cowboys to smoke the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
All right, yeah. I'm hoping for another good game. We've been very, very lucky to have some really, really good, close games. And that's all I'm looking for.
I don't want a blowout or anything. I want a good game.
I also am a Tom Brady fan. You know, I like the way he plays, his passion for the game. I also have a lot of friends and family members who are Dallas Cowboys fans, including my son.
Yeah.
So I'm torn on this game. I see a really close game. The over-under is what? 45 and a half. So that's not a lot of points for these two off. Well, for the Dallas Cowboys to score some points. Spreads 3 points. And matchup predictors 67% towards the Cowboys. So you got a lot of people leaning towards the Cowboys.
Though.
Okay.
Look at those quarterbacks.
What do you got?
23 TDs for 15 INTs for Dak.
Okay.
25 TDs and 9 INTs for Tom Brady.
Okay.
So that is.
Who are you going for? The Cowboys or the Buccaneers?
That's what I was thinking of.
Okay. What do you think?
Cowboys?
Really? You sure? You willing to give me all your money and let me place a bet for you? I'm gonna need all
Yes.
of
He
it.
said yes. Okay, but yeah, Dak looks way worse than Tom Brady. He played less, but he got more INTs. That's not good.
Both teams coming off losses too.
Not big losses for the Bucks, but both teams coming off of a bad loss.
They're
But
both
they
bad
didn't
losses.
win those games, though.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You want momentum going into the playoffs.
You don't want to lose 26-6.
If you didn't care for it, then you wouldn't be playing all your starters. Dak played, Tom played, and the Cowboys went down to the Commanders 26-6.
But Tampa Bay, they took Tom Brady out, I think, at the end of the first quarter.
Okay, all right.
So they didn't really. they saw and then they realized even if we do win this game, we're still the
We're
number
still
4
in.
seed.
So okay.
They said, "No, Tom Brady, you're out," and then whoever their backup is, I have no idea.
They ended up losing to the Falcons, 30-17.
But it was a close game though.
And with that loss, they still got
the number 4 seed,
and they're playing in Tampa tonight. So
that's really good.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. I'll let you. I'll go first, and I'll save the best for last. I'll let you go last. Okay, so like I said, I think this is going to be a really tight game. I think at first they're going to have some trouble scoring touchdowns. You may see a lot of both teams. You may see a lot of field goals to get started off with. I got Dallas winning this game 23, Tampa Bay 20. That's going under the 45.5. Dallas does not cover the 3 to push. They win by 3. And I am going to go with the matchup predictor and go towards Dallas. I like them. So that's my prediction. What do you got?
I mean, I'm looking at the stats also. They have the better run game. Dallas has a better run game, the worst passing game. Tampa Bay has a way better passing game, but a really bad running game. So I got the Cowboys 27, Tampa Bay 21. I feel like they're going to start out. I feel like they're going to start out coming out hot, like the Cowboys might score, and then Tampa Bay might score, and then Cowboys might go for a field goal, and then it'll get slow, and then they'll start firing off again, and then it'll end in that score.
27-21. So you got them covering, and okay, all right. I like that prediction.
I'm also thinking because they don't have Vita Vea.
Yeah.
They don't have one of their star defensive tackles, the Bucs. So I don't think they'll be able to get to Dak as much as they normally would.
It's gonna be one of those games to where you're gonna know early. As I've watched the Cowboys for a long time. You're gonna find out early
what's gonna happen in the game.
What kind of game it's
like
gonna be. If they kind of like the Longhorns. You know, if they come out with a sluggish start, Dak starts throwing the ball to the opposite team, it could be one of those very low-scoring games where Tampa Bay pulls off the win, maybe 20-17.
Yeah.
You know, something like that.
Or if they come out and score a TD in a minute or something like that.
The biggest mistake they've made so far, not the Cowboys, but just the NFL in general, is letting Tom Brady into the playoffs. Now he's determined.
Yeah,
he's made it. He's in. Had a bad season, a so-so season, a lot of off the field issues, but he made his way into the playoffs
somehow.
So if you leave him hanging around in the fourth quarter, bad things can happen for the Cowboys.
As much as I don't want Tampa Bay to win because I'm a Cowboys fan, I just want to cheer. I'm going to cheer for both teams. Yeah. If Tampa Bay scores, I won't be mad. But I will be cheering more for the Cowboys in this game.
So at the when in the fourth quarter, when all the zeros hit, you want the Cowboys to have the win.
I want the Cowboys to win.
And you want Tom Brady to do good.
But I also want Tom Brady to win because
that can't happen. Sorry.
I know that's the thing. I'll be cheering for the Cowboys more.
Okay.
But since it's Tom Brady's probably last season, I'm just
without a doubt this has to be his last season.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One quarterback is leaving after this. Tom Brady. He's a little bit older, and he's probably ready to hang up the cleats. So this may be his last game we get to watch tonight, which is exciting because the game starts here in about an hour, less than an hour.
2 minutes.
So I'm going to let Parker go ahead and wrap this sucker up, and then we're going to go down there and get ready to watch some football.
Yep. All right. So this has been Parker's predictions, week 1 of the NFL Wild Card Week with Jimmy, Paisley, and Parker. See you.